Hey there! I'm super excited to share this topic with you. So, ready to dive into the wonders of reading files in Python? It's actually pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it. Let's start by setting the stage. Imagine Python is your toolbox full of tools to navigate the mysteries hidden within the data stored on our computer, smartphone, or any storage device, the files. Our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to read these files and unveil the treasure trove of information they hold. Intrigued? Let's get our hands dirty, coding skills ready. First things first, we are going to open a file using the built-in open function. This is Python giving us a direct line of communication with the file. It's like we are talking and listening to the content of the file at the same time. Let's say, for example, we want to open an existing CSV file named data.csv. Here's what we'd do: Python file is equal to open. Did you notice the R after the file name? That's what we called read file mode. There are also write, append, or X modes, but we're here to read, remember. Once the file is open, we move on to getting to know its content. Python, being thoughtful, doesn't just hand us one big blob full of data. No, it gives us lines, separated by a new line character, like rows in a table. We read these using the readLines method. Let me show this in action. Python lines is equal to file.readlines. Hold up. You've got a list, and each item in it is a line in our file represented as a string. We mustn't overlook the importance of closing the file once we're done. We want to respect the resources we borrow and not hoard them, right? So when we're finished, we say please and thank you by closing it. Here's how we do it: Python file.close. But hey, if we're just dealing with raw data and don't need anything fancy yet, we can also just read line by line without reading all lines at once. Python line is equal to file.readline while line, print line is equal to file.readline. Feeling comfortable with opening and reading through basic CSV content? Awesome! Let's push the envelope a bit. When working with large files, we might not want to load everything into memory all at once. Can you imagine? Let me introduce you to Python's for loop and a built-in function, in which can be our best friends here. With these handy, we can process our file one line at a time until we reach the end. It keeps our Python code light and doesn't forget the essentials. Python for line in file, process the line print. But wait, there's more. Python also gives us CSV modules designed for such tasks, where reading and parsing CSV files is as simple as importing these built-in libraries. Python import CSV with open as file. Reader is equal to csv.re. Add a for row in reader. Process the row print. We are not just reading files, we are transforming data, are we? Let's pivot a bit into working with JSON files. It's similar to CSV but comes with its own flavor, a structure like a Python dictionary where we can access data like key, value. Python import JSON with open as file. Data is equal to JSON.load for element in data, print. And now, why stop with just reading, right? Let's read files based on certain criteria using Python's lambda functions or generators for cleaner and more Pythonic code. Python with open as file, for line in file. If keyword in line, replace keyword with real keyword or for just integers if int 100, print. Let's not forget error handling and closing files. After all, not everything runs smoothly. What if our file doesn't exist or can't be opened? We need to be prepared with try, except, finally, or using with statements. Python try file is equal to open except file not found error, print hash or in using with statements with open as file, hash reading operations file.close to conclude. Remember always to close your file no matter what happens. It's polite programming. In Python, files are like friends, you don't want to leave them hanging. Python try file.re add hash some code to read the file accept exception as e, print finally, file.close. So, file handling in Python is a dance of simple yet powerful operations, handling exceptions gracefully, a ballet in binary. And voila! We've just traveled through the art of reading files in Python. Now, remember to check out resources for advanced topics, and hey, don't forget to subscribe to TechLab. Visit neerajdots.io, and there you'll find more Python wonders in your inbox.